Hi folks, my name is Terry Schultz, also known as Nickel City Dude. I'm here today to demonstrate the Pietta Great Western 2 blank pistol. It's a gorgeous gun, really made well. The standard blank guns are usually made with pot metal. This is made like a real gun out of heavy-duty steel, and it produces a real nice effect. Now let me show you how I load this gun. Open up the loading gate, put it on half cock.
Up higher.
Put it on half cock. You put a blank. This is a blank. Put that in there, and I'm going to load all the cylinders. Usually I would load four. Or no, that one's no good. Usually I would load five shells, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load 5 shells.
Up a little higher. Right there, right where you got it is perfect.
Oops, that one got backwards. That's 5 shells loaded right up. Okay, now I'm going to back up and show you how it looks like when it fires. Okay, this is the Pietta Great Western 2 firing. Now off to the side. You see the nice smoke and noise it makes? I'm hoping that the microphone on the camera will pick up that noise as well as I thought. Okay.
We're rolling, and whenever you want to start.
Okay, this is how you load it. These are the blanks that I make, and I'll explain how to make those in a little while. You put them in there like that. Move the cylinder. I skip one, so we go with 5.
Left hand's in the way.
And it's all loaded.
Okay. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Okay, this is how you empty your gun. Put it on a half cock. Okay, open the loading gate and use the lever to push the shells out. Move it to the next one. Push the shell out. Move it to the next one. Push the shell out. And the gun is unloaded. Now sometimes these shells will stick once they've been fired, and you got to use a little more pressure and they kind of pop out. But I found the optimum length is this length here that I'm using. Any longer than this, and they're real difficult to get out. Any shorter, you don't get enough boom for your money there. Okay. Okay. The video, this is my first attempt at a video, and things got a little screwed up, but one of the first thing you have to do is deprime the casings. Take the old primer out and size them. Now, one other little thing, when you go to punch out the styrofoam circles out of the old milk cartons, rub them with dryer sheets first, anti-static dryer sheets, otherwise they stick to everything. Okay. And the size, the amount of black powder is 7.5 grains, and the size of the shell is .650. So the rest of it should be self-explanatory, and we'll go outside and show you what we're doing there now.
All right, go ahead.
The second thing you have to do is take and drill out the primer pocket. Once the primer has been removed, you have to drill out the primer pocket using a 1/8 inch drill, okay? Because if you don't, the primer will back out and jam the gun when you fire it. It's real easy. Take a soft jaws pliers, put the shell in there, get your bench set up all ready. Once the switch is on, it's real easy to move through them, do them faster. And that's what you have to do to get the primer pocket larger. Okay. Okay, the next step in this is to cut these cases to the proper length. The proper length is 0.650 of an inch. Okay? And I do that with my bandsaw. I get a hold of the casing with this hand, turn on the motor, and very carefully, without cutting my fingers, run it through the bandsaw. Get the idea. That's an old blade in there, so it's taking a little longer to get through because I've cut a lot of metal with it. Okay, that's the next step.
All right, whenever you're ready.
I make a styrofoam wad out of old egg cartons, and what I do is I use a 5/16 inch bit or hole punch, leather hole punch. And I punch them out of the carton. Once the hole punch is filled up, I take the end of a pen and I push it through the punch to loosen up the wads and put them in a container. And this is what a wad looks like right here. Can you see that? Can you zero in on that?
Yep.
Okay, that's what a wad looks like. 5/16 styrofoam wad. And that, along with the star crimp, is enough to keep the shells, the blanks from chain firing all the way around. Okay.
And I've got this rolling, so you can go whenever you want.
Now the next thing you got to do is put a small pistol primer in the pocket of the 38 blank, the 38 casing that's been cut down. I use a hand primer. There's the primer.
Show us another one.
And there's the primer right in there. I just got 3 more to do here. There's a primer. 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 Okay. Now, eventually I'm going to figure out a way to get my Dillon 650 to do all this, but for now I'm doing it by hand because I haven't figured out a way to do that yet. Okay.
All set?
Yep.
Running now, so you can start anytime you want.
All right. The next thing you need to do is put powder in the casing and star crimp it. I put 7.5 grains of 3F black powder in here. You can see it's in there. I take one of those styrofoam wads, put that on the top. Okay. Then I bring it over here to the press. And this is the star crimp die. I star crimp it. And that's what it looks like, star crimped. And then I swing the turret over and do a sizing on it too, because every once in a while, when you star crimp them, they balloon just a little bit, and they're tough to get in. You have to size them. I'll do another one here. Powder, wad, bring it in here, star crimp, and size. And this blank is ready to go, ready to be part of a Western show, It'll fit in that Pietta blank gun real nice. Does a lot of smoke, a lot of noise, and it'll eject. The other thing, by the way, you can't make these shells too long. If you make them too long, they won't eject properly. They've got to be the 6.5 inches long, otherwise they won't eject. This star crimp die I've got here is a special die I have made up special for me. If you want one, I can sell you one. They're not cheap. They're $85 a piece, but they do the trick, and they make this nice star crimp. The sizing die and decapping die, that's just a standard Lee die. You can get that anywhere. Okay. I use a RCBS powder throw because I like them. They're nice and easy to use. You can also get some cheap Lee perfect powder measurers. Those will work too. Okay. But that's how it's done. Thanks for coming. We'll see you, partner. And I want to thank my son for helping me with the filming.